All right. I don't think anybody is watching. I learned some things. I decided that I was going to finally read this book that I've had for a while. And I realized upon reading 2 verses of actually the actual Testament of Solomon that the story is not true, guys. So that wall can just come down because you're literally worshiping a pedo wall. Yep. And magic is powered by emotion and belief, especially group belief. So maybe that's why there's such a bad pedo problem in the world. This is the Testament of Solomon. It's apocryphal. It's not in the Bible, but it's his own words. Verse 1, the Testament of Solomon, son of David, who was king in Jerusalem and mastered and controlled all spirits of the air, on the earth and under the earth. I question that. By means of them also he wrought all of the transcendent works of the temple, telling also of the authorities they wield against men, and by what angels these demons are brought to naught. Of the sage Solomon, blessed art thou, O Lord, who didst give Solomon such authority. I thought he gave him wisdom, not authority. Glory to thee and might unto the ages. Amen. And behold, so this is literally verse 2. And behold, when the temple of the city of Jerusalem was being builded, and the artificers were working thereat, Orneus the demon came among them toward sunset, and he took away half of the pay of the chief deviser's little boy, as well as half his food. What does a demon need with pay and food? Nothing. He also continued to suck the thumb of his right hand every day, and the child grew thin, although he was very much loved by the king. So King Solomon called the boy one day and questioned him, saying, do I not love thee more than all of the artisans who are working on the temple of God? So little boys are doing this building, not demons. And I really question if that was a demon molesting that little boy. Okay? Like, it'd be really convenient to just blame it on a demon, guys. Come on now. All of the artisans who are working in the temple. There are artisans, not demons, building this temple. It's not a magical temple, guys. And he was in the keys. He was literally just praying to God and listed some angels. And then the beginning part is obviously written by somebody else with all the sigils and the demon shit. No, this I think there was a propaganda war because Solomon stole the gold from Egypt to build the temple, and they didn't like it, so they went on this propaganda war. So, you know, it really behooved Solomon to be, I'm the biggest, baddest sorcerer on the planet. I command demons building my temple. No, he did it with cement in the middle of the night and little boys. Okay, like, come on now. Do I not love thee then more than all of the artisans who are working in the temple of God? And how would this little boy know that? Do I not give thee double wages and double supply of food? How is it that day by day, hour by hour, thou growest thinner? Why is he giving this little boy like double pay and food? It seems weird. But the child said to the king, I pray thee, O king, listen to what has befallen all that thy child hath. After we are released from our work on the temple of God, after sunset, when I lie down to rest, one of the evil demons comes and takes away from me 1/2 of my pay, 1/2 of my food. Then he also takes hold of my right hand and sucks my thumb, and lo, my soul is oppressed, and so my body waxes thinner every day. Now when Solomon heard this, I entered the temple of God and prayed with all my soul night and day, that the demon might be delivered into my hands, and that I might gain authority over him. And it came about through my prayer and grace that was given to me from the Lord. Why would you even want to do that? Why wouldn't you just go find the MRF or who's like, just set him up. Be like, all right, I'm gonna like watch around the corner next time this demon comes to take your shit. Like, why do I need, you know what I mean? Like, and see who it actually is. Anyway, so I didn't even really read that far because it's just total BS. The whole thing is supposed to be Solomon's temple was built with magic, and it wasn't, guys. It wasn't. So, if these supposed demons are molesting these little boys who are building the temple secretly at night so Solomon can be the biggest, baddest sorcerer on the planet, then shouldn't that temple wall and not be worshipped? Because magic is powered with emotion and belief, especially group belief. So maybe that's why you're not supposed to idolize things, because maybe you just don't understand them and you're doing more harm than good. I don't know. Sure, it's apocryphal text, but this is what the rabbis study all day and night. How come, like, nobody noticed the inconsistencies here? Or just nobody cares? Or everybody's lying? Which is it? Because it took me, like, 2 days to figure this out. First, I read a whole front of this that I didn't need to. Because when I got to the second part, I was like, oh, okay, well, this is Solomon. This demon shit is something else. As far as I'm concerned. I don't know. Show me a demon. It would be all over fucking TikTok. Like, come on, guys. It would be all over TikTok. Oh, and then here's another. This is great. The confession. The confession to be made by the exorcist. The good guy. O Lord of heaven and earth, before thee do I confess my sin. So this is when you got your magical circle and you're going to be, I guess, calling on God. Because it's not, he's not calling on demons here. He's literally praying to God so far. But this confession is great. This is just great. I love this. This was my favorite. I do confess my sins and lament them, cast down and humbled in thy presence, for I have sinned before thee by pride, avarice, and boundless desire of honors and riches, by idleness, gluttony, greed, debauchery, drunkenness, because I have offended thee by all kinds of sins of the flesh, adulteries, pollutions, which I have committed myself, and consented that others should commit by sacrilege, thefts, rapine, I'm guessing that's raping, violation and homicide, by the evil use I have made of my possessions, by my prodigality, prodigy? It's not progeny. Anyways, I don't know that word. By the sins of which I have committed against hope and charity, by my evil advice, flatteries, bribes, and the ill distribution which I have made of the goods of which I have been possessed, by repulsing and maltreating the poor, in the distribution of which I have made of the goods committed to my charge, by afflicting those over whom I have been set in authority, by not visiting the prisoners, by depriving the dead of burial, by not receiving the poor, by neither feeding the hungry nor giving drink to the thirsty, by neither keeping the Sabbath and the other feasts, by not living chastely and piously on those days. It doesn't sound like any days. By the easy consent, so you can act like shitty the rest of the days. Is that what that means? Really? Great. Really, really great, guys. The other feasts, by not living chastely and piously on those days, by the easy consent to which I have given those who incited me to evil deeds. I literally wrote, you did? Wow, I didn't do any of this shit. On the side. Like, you want me to confess to what? Is this normal for you people? Okay, so let's see here. And this was supposed to be godly people, okay? by not living chastely and piously on those days, by the easy consent for which I have given to those who incited me to evil deeds, by injuring instead of aiding those who demanded help from me, by refusing to give ear unto the cry of the poor, by not respecting the aged, by not keeping my word, by disobedience to my parents. And supposedly Solomon was granted all of God's wisdom, all of it. And then he proceeds to literally screw it up in every way possible. That says more to me about God's wisdom than Solomon, because Solomon seemed like he was pretty legit until he asked for wisdom from God. Whoops. Okay, so anyway, somebody wants me to believe a story that isn't obviously true. Okay, let's see what other evil shit you guys do all the time, apparently. By injuring instead of aiding those who demanded help from me. Oh, wait, I forgot the incited evil deeds part. By the easy consent which I have given to those who incited me to evil deeds. By injuring instead of aiding those who demanded help from me. By refusing to give ear unto the cry of the poor. By not respecting the aged, by not keeping my word, by disobedience to my parents, by ingratitude towards those through whom I have received kindness, by indulgence in sensual pleasures, by irrelevant behavior in the temple of God, by unseemly gestures thereat, by entering therein without reverence, by vain and unprofitable discourse, when thereby despising the sacred vessels of the temple, by turning the holy ceremonies into ridicule, by touching and eating the sacred bread with impure lips and with profane hands, and by the neglect of my prayers and adorations. I detest also the crimes which I have committed by evil thoughts, vain and impure meditations, false suspicions, rash judgments, by the evil consent which I have readily given unto the advice of the wicked, by lust of the impure and sensual pleasures, by my idle words, my lies, and my deceit, by my false vows in various ways, and my continual slander and calumny. Calumny, never heard that word either. I detest also the crimes which I have committed within, the treachery and discord which I have incited, my curiosity, greed, false speaking, violence, malediction, murmurs, blasphemies, vain words, insults, dissimulations, my sins against God by the transgression of the 10 Commandments, the neglect of my duties and obligations, and by the want of love towards God and towards my neighbor. Jesus Christ. Something seems quite wrong. I would not, like, this is part of the ritual. I wouldn't say any of that stuff because I didn't do any of that stuff. Like, maybe some of it's, like, somewhere in there, something. But that's, like, some pretty gnarly, evil stuff to do to people. It's basically, I'm, like, the worst person in the world, is basically what you're saying there. Yeah, this is where, here is where Solomon talks to his son. He's warning his son. So there's obviously some sort of, there was palace intrigue and stuff, and like the sons were trying to overthrow the throne. But there was also some other stuff going on because he didn't just get showered with gold from the heavens, okay? Like, come on now. He stole that gold from Egypt, probably. Treasure up, O my son, Roboam, the wisdom of my words, seeing that I, Solomon, have received it from the Lord. Then answered Rehoboam and said, how have I deserved to follow the example of my father Solomon in such things, who hath been found worthy to receive the knowledge of all living things through the teaching of an angel of God? And Solomon said, how did he learn all this stuff and then screw it up, guys? That's what really irritates me about this whole story. And Solomon said, hear, O son, and receive my sayings, and learn the wonders of God. For on a certain night when I laid down to sleep, I called upon that most holy name of God, IAH, and prayed for the ineffable wisdom. And when I was beginning to close mine eyes, the angel of the Lord, even Hamadil, appeared unto me, spake many things courteously unto me, and said, Listen, O Solomon, thy prayer before thy Most High is not in vain. And since thou hast asked neither for long life, nor for much riches, which he proceeded to get, nor for the souls of thine enemies, but has asked for thyself wisdom to perform justice. Thus saith the Lord, according to thy word, I have given unto thee a wise and understanding heart, so that before thee was none like unto thee, nor shall arise. And when I comprehended the speech which was made unto me, I understand that in me was the knowledge of all creatures, both things which are in the heavens and things which are beneath the heavens. And I saw that all the writings and wisdom of this present age were vain and futile, and that no man was perfect. And I composed a certain work wherein I rehearsed the secret of secrets, in which I have preserved them hidden, and I have also therein concealed all of the secrets whatsoever of magical arts of any masters. By the way, when they dug this up, they couldn't understand a freaking word of it. Supposedly a rabbi fell asleep and he woke up and he could translate it all. Just so you know, the keys. I saw all the writings and the wisdom of this present age were vain and futile, and that no man was perfect. And I composed a certain work wherein I rehearsed the secret of secrets, in which I have preserved them hidden. And I have also therein concealed all the secrets, whatever magical arts of any masters, any secret or experiments, namely of these sciences, which is in any way worth being accomplished. Also I have written them in this key, so that, like as a key openeth a treasure house, so this key alone may open the knowledge and understanding of magical arts and sciences. Therefore, and it's not that I don't believe in magic, I very much do. I just don't believe in bullshit. And I think that there was a big propaganda campaign going on in this time period. Therefore, O my son, thou mayest see every experiment of mine, or of others, and let everything be properly prepared for them, as thou shalt see properly set down by me, both day and hour, and all things necessary, for without this there will be but falsehood and vanity in my work, wherein are hidden all secrets and mysteries which can be performed, and that which is set down concerning a single divination or a single experiment, that same I think concerning all things which are in the universe, and which have been, and which shall be in the future time. And why would you, if you had the wisdom of God, share it without asking God? Like, it's not for everybody else, it was for him. Therefore, O my son Rehoboam, I command thee by the blessing. This is probably where the rings of power came from. Thou expectest from thy father, thou shalt make an ivory casket, and therein place, keep, and hide this my key. And when I shall have passed away unto my fathers, I entreat thee to place the same as my sepulchre beside me, lest at another time it might fall into the hands of the wicked. Exactly. You're putting all of this down, and it's going to fall into the hands of the wicked people, obviously. So how wise is that? That's not very smart. And then, like, his son was trying to overthrow his throne already, so why would he bestow upon them? Like, it just doesn't make sense. And when therefore men had waited for such a long time, there came unto the sepulchre certain Babylonian philosophers. And when they had assembled, they at once took counsel together that a certain number of men should renew the sepulchre in his Solomon's honor. And when the sepulchre was dug out and repaired, the ivory casket was discovered, and therein were the key of secrets, which they took with a joyful mind. And when they opened it, none of them could understand it. Not a single word. We have to just take their word for it. Listen to this. On account of the obscurity of the words and their occult arrangement, and the hidden character of the sense and knowledge, for they were not worthy to possess this treasure. Okay, well then maybe Solomon was a little smarter because he made it unreadable. But then some people are just going to pretend they understand it, which is exactly what happens. Then therefore arose one among them, more worthy than the others, both in the sight of the gods, and by reason of his age, who was called Iohe Gravis, and said unto the others, Unless we shall come and ask the interpretation from the Lord with tears and entreaties, we shall never arrive at the knowledge of it. Therefore, when each of them had retired to his bed, Ioe, indeed, falling upon his face on the earth, began to weep, striking his breast, said, What have I deserved above others, seeing that so many men can neither understand nor interpret this knowledge, even though there were no secret thing in nature which the Lord hath hidden from me? Wherefore are these words so obscure? Wherefore am I so ignorant? And then on his bended knees, stretching his hands to heaven, he said, O God, the creator of all, thou who knowest all things, who gavest so great wisdom unto Solomon and the son of David the king, grant unto me, I beseech thee, O holy, omnipotent, and ineffable Father, to receive the virtue of that wisdom, so that I may become worthy of thine aid to attain unto the understanding of this key of secrets. And immediately there appeared unto me the angel of the Lord, saying, Do thou remember if the secrets of Solomon appear hidden and obscure unto thee, that the Lord hath wished it, so that such wisdom may not fall into the hands of wicked men? And wherefore do thou promise unto me that thou art not willing that so great wisdom should ever come to any? Oh, yeah, promises. Let's talk about those. There's a joke I could tell right now. Um, Thou art not willing that so great wisdom should ever come to any living creature, and thou that which thou revealest unto any, let them know that they must keep it unto themselves, otherwise the secrets are profaned and no effect can follow. And why is this all secret? For what? So you can be powerful, or think you're powerful, or you're just filling people's heads with a bunch of gobbledygook and wasting their time. That's what I think's going on. And Ioe answered, I promise unto thee that to none I will reveal them, save to the honor of the Lord, and with much discipline unto penitent, secret, and faithful persons. So I guess this is where the secret societies come in. Then answered the angel, Go and read the key, and its words, which were obscure throughout, shall be manifest unto thee. So that's why it doesn't make any sense, because the dude just made it up. Then answered the angel, Go and read the key, blah, blah, blah. And then after this, the angel ascended into heaven in a flame of fire. Then Ioe was glad, and laboring with a clear mind, understood that which the angel of the Lord had said, and he saw that the key of Solomon was changed, so that it appears quite clear unto him plainly in all parts. And Ioe understood that this work might fall into the hands of the ignorant, and he said, I conjure him unto whose hands the secret may come by the power of the Creator and his wisdom, and all things that he may desire intend to perform it, that this treasure may come unto no unworthy person, nor may he manifest it unto any who is unwise, nor unto one who feareth not God, because if he act otherwise, I pray God that he may never be worthy to attain unto the desired effect. And he deposited the key which Solomon preserved into the ivory casket. But the words of the key are as follows, divided into 2 books and shown in order. And we just got to take their word for it. Let's see. I made some notes. I mean, they're like talking about celestial creatures and demigods. Accursed be he who takes the name of God in vain, which will employ for evil purposes the knowledge and good wherein he hath enriched us. If thou dost not intend to use for a good purpose the secrets which I here teach thee, I command thee rather to cast this testament into the fire than abuse the power thou wilt have of constraining the spirits. For I warn thee that the beneficent angels, wearied and fatigued by thine illicit demands, would to thy sorrow execute the commands of God, as well to that of all such who with evil intent would abuse the secrets which he hath given and revealed unto me. Well, plenty of people are abusing the shit out of this book, so and then they're like doing it all over YouTube and nothing's happening to them. And like I said, it seems to me like Solomon wasn't calling demons. He lists angels. Empire of Baal, which watches over us and takes care of our preservation. And those are called genii, who are elementary like us and who are more ready to render service to those whose temperament is conformed to the element in which these genii inhabit. For example, shouldst thou be of a fiery temperament, that is to say sanguine, thy genus would be fiery and submitted to the empire of Baal. Well, that's not good, because I don't want baby eating Baal. Besides this, there should be special times reserved for the invocation of these spirits in the days and hours when they have the power and absolute empires. For this reason, thou wilt see in the following tables the planets to what angel, not demon, each day and hour is submitted, along with the colors which belong unto them, the metals, herbs, plants, blah, 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 blah. So there's that. Should be performed under the planet. Okay, what was this one last one? Did I read this one? Oh yeah, that was the confession. That was the confession. Damn, dude, that confession's. Anyway, so that's what I've learned so far, and I try to choose my time wisely. And I don't think I want to read the rest of that book. I don't think I need to read the rest of the Testament of Solomon or the Keys of Solomon, because I think that it was probably just a propaganda campaign, or you manifested your own, I don't know, imagination, magic, homunculus, I might be too shaky for this. Show me a yes. Okay. Show me a no. It was Solomon's temple built by demons. No. Did he steal that gold? Yes. Was the demon thing a propaganda campaign? Yes. So it was really Masons molesting the little boys. Yes. So all of those people worshiping that wall are manifesting more pedophiles in the world? Yes. So the third temple probably should not be built. Yes. Shall we do a reading? Tear down that wall. Tear it down. I wonder how much battery my phone has. Probably not enough. I might have to get an extension cord somewhere. Sorry about the break for a second, but my phone to die. I don't do cards very much, so I don't like have them all memorized and every symbol and all that stuff. But I was born with a gift, so the cards work for me. That? Queen of Pentacles. Oh! That was because there might be another couple upside down ones in here. That's because I asked a question the other day. No, just that one. That's weird. Because that was one of the 3 cards. Hot in here. I can't regulate my body temperature, so hold on a second. Degrees in here. Oh, it was really cold earlier. Okay, so what do we want to know? Like, well, we're going to do the Illuminati cards too, I think. I mean, I pretty much already called bullshit on the whole Solomon's Temple thing. So, like, should we do like the future, what's going to happen with the what we should do with it type of thing, because they're getting ready to build that shit. They just imported their 5 red heifers, man. Hi, Zero. Did you miss the first part? Read the first 3 verses of the Testament of Solomon, you'll totally understand. It's basically the story's bullshit. Demons didn't build that damn temple. Pedophiles did. And so everybody worshiping it is creating more pedophiles. No wonder we have so many pedophiles in the fucking world. Doing work right now? Yeah, right. No fucking wonder. God damn it. Didn't God say not to idolize shit? Basically, demons needed to take the pay of the little boys who were secretly building the temple in the middle of the night and sucking their blood. I swear to God. Why would demons need to take their pay and their food? Demons don't need either one of those things. And the only demons I've ever seen are men, and I've seen a lot. I was on the streets. I grew up on the streets. I never seen no fucking demons, okay? Not once. Every demon was flesh and blood, human. Every single one. These cards are ridiculously difficult to shuffle. It's too much. A big deck was even worse. Is there a Zionist card in here, I wonder? I should make one if there's not. We'll have to just interpret it, because I'm not going to go through all of them looking. So we need to do another tear down that wall thing. Basically, like, hashtag that shit. Tear down the PETA wall. Sorry, David. I know it's your religion and everything, but rabbis can do their own thing. That's what you said. You can all write your own book and make your own rabbinical laws and shit, right? Which is so bizarre. So bizarre. I think the whole thing sounds like a big pile of hooey to me. The whole thing sounds like a big bunch of excuses to do whatever the fuck I want to do. And blame it on demons and God and shit. I'm going to take this land, I'm going to blame it on God. I'm going to molest these little boys and blame it on demons. And declare myself the most powerful sorcerer in the world so nobody comes and fucks with me. Shuffle these a couple more times. Maybe I should tilt this down a little bit. Maybe I should have done this the other direction. But maybe I wouldn't get to see the cards as much. I didn't actually really plan this, so at all.
I did not just spend 4 hours working on it.
And I'm like not that well right now. That's the one I want right there. I haven't done a reading in so long. Years, I think. Like a real one. I don't really need to. I just see shit. This is more for your sake. Alright, card numero uno. So, it's an all-purpose spread. How will my plans develop? So we're asking about the temple. What is happening in my work? This card laying system is particularly suited for every type of question. It's the Celtic cross. This is it, this crosses it, this crowns it, this rests upon it. This was before, this comes afterwards. And then it goes to, it's dark in here, 6 or 7. Oh, all the way up there. Ask her. This is where it takes place. These are the hopes and fears, and this is where it leads. Or somewhat less magical. Da-da-da-da-da. The individual meaning is 1, the initial situation. 2 is the additional impulse, which can be beneficial hindering. Okay, so... Ace of Cups, and the Moonies. Lord of the root of the power of the water. That's what the card looks like. And the Moonies. Okay, let's see what this is. Ace of Cups is a good card. The Moonies, though. Aren't the Moonies, aren't the Moonies pedophiles? I could have sworn. Who are the Moonies, guys? Can you look it up for me real fast? It's more light. Okay, where are the 4 AC? I haven't done this in so long. Are the aces in the front, or are they in with the cups? Knight? I think the aces are all in the front, though. Yes. Okay, no, I'm not. It's in the front. Okay. Lord of the root of the powers of water. The symbol at the upper right is Kether in water. A radiant white angelic hand issues from clouds and supports on its palm a large cup from which rise fountains of clear and glistening water. The spray falls on all sides onto the clear, calm water below where lotuses and water lilies grow. The meanings are abundance, fertility, productiveness, beauty, pleasure, happiness, and opulence. And what did we figure out about the Moonies? That they're creeps? So, yeah, they've got opulence, power, all this great shit, is what that just said. I'm pretty sure the Moonies were some weirdos. I can't remember, like, weren't they, like, oh, the Moonies were like the, from the Asian, like the Asian people are super into that shit, right? Yeah, I remember the Moonies. Oh my god. And yes, and they're so creepy. Yes. What are the beliefs? The Unification Church identifies Moon as the Messiah who will implant God's heart of love in his followers and complete Jesus' works. Having married and raised the ideal family, Moon called on members of the church to follow his example and thereby participate in God's plan for restoration. Identifies Moon as the Messiah who... Okay, so they have a Messiah. Okay, that's bizarre. Alright. This is what crosses it. Knight of Wands, Lord of Flame and Lightning, and market manipulation. What do you know? Market manipulation. Well, gee, I could have fucking told you that. Alright. Knight of Wands. I'm just going to go over the meanings. Generous, impetuous, departure, active, fierce. The reverse is even, because this was crossed, so it wasn't upright or reversed. Reverse is evil-minded, cruel, bigoted, brutal, and discord. I think I'd probably go with the second one, actually, because of the whole market manipulation card that goes with it. So, there's that, right? Which one is 3? Up above. Okay, so this is 3. This is the conscious level, that which is clear to the asker in dealing with the topic when he or she recognizes what is seen and possibly also what is consciously aimed at. Okay, so we got here the lovers. I wonder if that's going to be like Jeffrey Epstein. And that Tri-Liberal Commission. Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell. Children of the Voice Divine. And somehow the Tri-Liberal Commission, they're, oh, hear no evil, speak no evil. Yeah, that's what is going on in this card. So I'm guessing that this is about Jeffrey Epstein. The lover card right there. Tri-Liberal Commission, hear no evil, see no evil. Yeah, well, they're all doing all of that evil. Where's the lovers at in here? 7. Good thing I know how to read Roman numerals. I used to teach you that in school, you know? Is it 6? 6, 7. Children of the Voice Divine, Zane, Sword. Andromeda is shown chained to a rock and threatened by a dragon rising from the waters of stagnation. Perseus quickly wields a sword to protect her against the dragon. At the upper right of this card appears a sign for Gemini. It is important to study this card along with the card Temperance. The lovers also pertains to Sagittarius the Archer, hence the bow and arrow at the upper center. Although the lovers and Temperance are opposite, they are very closely and strongly connected. Meanings: inspiration, motivation, love, beauty, action, impulse, harmony. But we've also got this hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil card right on top of it. So there's that. 4 is the realm of the unconscious. It rests upon this, is the magical formula. It is thereby expresses that a matter is well anchored on this level and carried by deep inner certainty with the sturdiness of roots and little tendency towards becoming unsettled. Yeah, dude, like, think about it. Oh, my friend that's here, he's got the whole black book printed out. I was checking it out earlier today. Holy crap. And Donald Trump is very much in that book. So we have the 7 of Swords reversed, Lord of Unstable Effort, and the anti-war activists. By the way, my brain is still like a little scrambled because I just did something really hard to do medically. 7 of Swords. I almost died, basically. I was reacting to medication, and I had to just kick it cold turkey. It was great. It's day 21 now. 7 of Swords. So my brain is still, like, not quite there. But I took a morphine, so yay. 7 of Swords, Lord of Unstable Effort. So I've got a hand of the book. Swords are of different types and proportions, suggesting instability. The points of all 7 swords touch one another. The shortest 2 swords not quite reaching all the way to the top. The rose of the previous card of this suit is pierced in the central sword. At the top of the card and the discs at the bottom of the 2 largest swords appear a quarter moon and the symbol for Aquarius, moon in Aquarius, 20 to 30 degrees. Angels Michael and Helio. Meanings: well, it's reversed. So affronts, insolences, detect and spy on another, inclined to betray confidences, not always intentionally, vacillating, unreliable, and argumentative. Yeah. Okay. What do we got here? The Star and the KGB. KGB and the Star. I think this is the right side I'm supposed to go to. Yeah. Ultimately, however, they reflect on what the head and the heart have to say. Yeah. Okay, the card leading back in time. It shows the most recent past and thereby frequently also gives an indication about the causes of the current situation. The KGB card, I would say, because the current situation in Israel right now is that, for me, I feel like, okay, 2 days after the Bolsheviks took Russia, the Balfour Declaration was published, promising Palestine for the Jews. Then Hitler transfers through the Havara transfer. Havara means transfer in Hebrew. Weird he'd choose a Hebrew name, you know? Transfer agreement to send German Jews to Palestine. Well, I heard Abby Martin say that 90% of those were not German, they were Israeli or Russian. So what it looks like to me, also because I went through Wikipedia and did a surname search on every single person that worked for the Reich, they're all Jewish. All of them. All of the Nazis are Jewish. Sorry, you guys. I hate to break it to you. Your Hitler's did nothing wrong thing is total junk. He's the golden calf. He saved Israel and helped take over the world. Like, it was all a big dress up fucking show. I'm German. I have blonde hair. So, like, I've noticed that none of them have blonde hair. None of them at all. I just thought that was really weird. So, I looked it up. Yeah, guys, they were all Jewish. So, I think what he was doing was transferring Bolshevik war criminals over to Palestine because they did such a good job in Russia. And where'd all the starving pictures come from of people? There's plenty of starving people in Russia to take pictures of. And we know that some of those pictures were done in a studio. So, the Star, the daughter of the firmament. And she's got the Hebrew star right above her head. Check that out. I don't know if you can see it. The Star of David, she's got right above her head. They've Hebrewised everything. Like, you get a Hermetic deck, everything is just, they like to play dress up and take over places. They just do. That's just their thing. They just pretend to be other people and take over things like Egypt and Germany and all that stuff. Okay, so this is the past. So it kind of looks like I was right about that. When I heard Abby Martin say that, I was like, I know she knows what she's talking about. So I believe her. All right, the Star. So this is the past. The Star's at the end. 27. Okay. The daughter of the firmament. Zadi, the fishhook, the 7-pointed star of Venus, surrounded in turn by 7 more stars. I also have the Kabbalistic tarot book that actually goes with this one better. This deck better, but I'm not going that deep to this. We're not going there right now. By 7 more stars, also bearing 7 points. shines above the waters of Aquarius. Plus, it's more of like for learning the occult than really doing divination. Tarot wasn't meant for divination, it was for learning the occult. Hi, everybody. Good to see you streaming. Smaller stars appear as symbols, which separate the tree of life appears in the form of a black and white quarter disc representing day and night and hours. From these, one can select the most suitable time for the completion of the work. Let's just go down. Meanings: hope, dreams, faith, unexpected help, promising opportunity. Yeah. The woman pours ethereal water from the golden cup and the immortal liquor of life from the silver cup. Hope, dreams, faith, unexpected help. Yeah. You got some unexpected help and you took over the world. Yep, that's exactly what happened. They were like, wow, those Bolsheviks were doing such a great job there in Russia, man. Let's send them over to Palestine and do the Nakba. That's exactly what fucking happened, in my opinion. Where'd these cards come from? Oh, these are like... Oh, these were here and these were here. Okay. I hate doing this in my bed. It's really difficult. Okay. And I don't know why nobody else will say it. Like, come on, guys. This shit's on Wikipedia. A bunch of pussies. Let's be honest. The first card indicating the future, giving us a glimpse into the near future and of what is to come next. And by the way, my people were the ones who were set up. So you don't get to play that victim shit with me. Like, ever. This is the first card indicating the future, giving us a glimpse into the near future, what's to come next. Eight of Cups reversed. Lord of Abandoned Success. Lord of Abandoned Success and International Communist Conspiracy. Holy shit. I think this was reversed though, but International Communist Conspiracy. Oh shit. That's the very next thing that's gonna happen. Well, gee, I couldn't have guessed that. Eight of Cups. Okay. Lord of Abandoned Success. A hand holds 3 stems of water lilies. 2 water lily flowers are shown, which bend over the 2 center cups, pouring water into them. These 2 cups are not yet filled. The other cups remain empty and abandoned. At the top and the bottom are the symbols for Saturn and Pisces. This card represents the first decan of Pisces ruled by Saturn. Thus, Saturn and Pisces, 1 to 10 degrees. Angels, Vivalia and Eulalia. Meanings: temporary success, things thrown aside as soon as it's gained, nothing of lasting value, indolence in success, journey from place to place. Journey from place to place, you hear that? Searching for riches, instability, reversed. Happiness, festivity, and joy. Was that reversed or not? I'm not sure. But, so, I think it was. So maybe the international conspiracy thing is going to be happy for some reason. I'll have to go back and look at it. Where'd the card that was here that go? Am I sitting on it? Or did I not put one up? Oh, it's over here on my toe. Okay. Because I want to write these down, so I'm trying to keep them. Alrighty then. What's next? Seven is this card shows the asker. what his or her attitude towards the topic in the cards 1 and 2 is, or how he or she feels in relation to it. Oh, so this is me. Lord of Love, 2 of Cups, and convenience stores. Nice. Nice. I like it. I like it. Alright. Oh yeah, I gotta show you the cards. This is me, apparently. Convenience stores. I wonder what that means. Maybe I'm like the Oracle convenience store Oracle or something. Okay, 2 of Cups. Lord of Love. Ooh, what did I say? Oh, thank you. A hand at the lower part of the card holds in its palm an open lotus. Near the top of the card, another lotus sprouts 2 gushing streams of water, which drop into 2 cups, and then in turn overflow. 2 dolphins swim between the sprays of water. At the upper and lower left and right appear symbols for Venus and Cancer, respectively. Venus and Cancer, 1 to 10 degrees. Herein rule the angels, Ariel and Chaboia. Meanings: harmony, pleasure, mirth, love, friendship, and passion. And it was not reversed, but if it was, it would be subtlety, folly, disposition, waste, silly action, and disunion. And then I don't know what the convenience store thing means. That's interesting. Okay, so that was me, the asker, and my attitude. My attitude. The convenience store. That does make sense. I just don't know why yet. Okay. The surrounding environment. This can be the place of the events as well as the influence of other people upon the topic represented. Okay. So here we go. What are they? Ace of Wands, Lord of the Root of the Power of Fire, and anti-nuclear activists. This guy's got 2 heads. So it seems like more activism. Which, we know the activists are all CIA. Like, these October revolutions and stuff. Oh, Hamas. Look at their costumes, dude. They came straight out of a costume factory. There's not a speck of dust on their boots. Their clothes have never been washed. Where did they get all of this matching perfect gear? They have every color camo and solid uniform. I went through, I put it on Twitter, all the pictures of all their different uniforms. And then I went and looked up the IDF. Their uniforms actually look like they've been washed. They actually look real. So, there's that. Hamas isn't real. It's Israel. And why would you put a bright green target on your head? Like, and what's with the masks? Like, everyone in Gaza is a target. Why do you need to wear a mask? Like, they don't know who you are? You're in an open-air prison. They know exactly who you are. Right? It's just stupid. Okay. I mean, you guys can't see this shit? It's not obvious? Like, it's hella obvious to me. I don't know. Ace of Wands. Problem is with finding where they put. Oh, the ace should be. Where's the wands? I should probably put like a tag on the beginning of each of of the suits. Okay, what was this card again? This was the surrounding environment, the place of the events, as well as the influence of other people on the topic represented. So we've got the CIA activists and the Ace of Wands, the Lord of the Root of Power of Fire. Okay, this reminds me of like the Ring of Power. Have you guys been watching that documentary lately? Ace of Wands is a good card. Lord of the Root of the Power of Fire. Kether appears in Hebrew within the symbol of fire on the upper right. See, you can't get away from it. An angelic hand issues from clouds grasping a flaming heavy club. The whole is a great flaming torch. 40. Meanings: force, strength, rush, vigor, energy, gain. Alright, so there you go. They're being forceful. They've got strength. They're rushing to kill all those Palestinian people. Vigor, energy, and they're gaining land. And they've got fake activists like Hamas, dude. It's fake. Fake. And there's all those people on Hitler's right. I also put that on my Twitter too. But I'm so shadow banned, like nobody sees it probably. Alright, this next one is Hopes and Fears. The significance of this card is frequently underestimated because it has no prognostic character about what is actually to come. At the same time, it is precisely this card that gives us valuable information, particularly when we read the cards for someone whom we do not know, or if we are not given the question. This is where the expectations or fears are reflected. Alright. What is it? Gun lobby. So guns are going to be involved somehow. And Seven of Cups reversed. The Lord of Illusionary Success. I think that was reversed. It's hard when I've got two cards. Either way, it's not a good one. Seven of Cups. Illusionary Success. So, like, you think you're successful, but you're not going to be? Or you're an imposter, and you know it? Seven of Cups. And you need guns to get... Guns are the only way that you can do all this shit. Seven of Cups. Is your better firepower. The Lord of Illusionary Success. A hand emerging from clouds holds the lotus stems which rise from the central lower cup. With the exception of the central lower cup, each cup is overhung by a drooping lotus flower, but no water flows from them, and the cups appear empty. Venus is in Scorpio, 20 to 30 degrees. Angels Mechel and Chavia. Meanings: fantasy, wishful thinking, deception at the moment of apparent victory. Neutralized victory, illusionary success, lying. Promises unfulfilled, drunkenness, violence against women, selfish disposition, deception in love and friendship, success often gained but not followed up, reverse, desire, lust, vanity, wrath. So either way, it's a shit card. So either way, you're pieces of shit. This is God talking to you, not me, so... Alright, the last one is... The second card indicating the future gives the long-term outlook and possibly shows the culmination to which the topic in question leads. Prognostic cards thereby lie exclusively in positions 6 and 10. All other cards give additional explanatory advice on the surrounding environment and background series of the questions. So the cards 6 and 10 are the most important. 6 is this international communist conspiracy one. And 10 is the one I'm picking up right now. Princess of Cups. Princess of the Palace of the Floods. And SMOF. What is that? What the hell? Oh, it's like conspiracy. It's like Trekkies or something, or like conspiracy things. I'm not sure. Hey, Mark Smith. So this SMFOF thing, direct control of Trekkies, conspiracy at 23. Okay, so it's a fat conspiracy theorist on the front of this. There's a conspiracy theorist. Alright, let's read what the Princess of Cups is all about. Interesting that it's a woman, huh? I think all the princesses are in the front of this, which I hate when they do that. Why can't you put them with all the rest of them? My nose is starting to run for no reason. Queen of Cups. Okay, here we go. Princess of Cups. Princess of the Palace of the Floods, earthly part of water, a beautiful figure similar in attire to the Princess of Wands, stands in a turbulent sea of foaming spray. Nearby are large dolphins, 2 swans, and a tortoise. The regal dolphin represents the power of creation. The swans are of Oriental philosophy, suggesting Om, the symbol of the entire creation process. In Hindu philosophy, the tortoise supports the elephant on whose back sits the entire universe, rules a quadrant of the heavens around the North Pole. Meanings: sweetness, poetry, gentleness, reflective, kind, dreamy, imagination. Interesting. So that's going to be the outcome, and it's going to have something to do with the conspiracy theorist. And before that happens, though, we have to deal with an international communist conspiracy. I think we have another wall to tear down, guys. In a very nice, rude way. That's why I'm asking David to help me do it. Because the story's bunk. I gotta write this down or take pictures of it. Oh shit, I can take pictures with my tablet, I guess. I don't want to take the time to write this down right now. How come I'm never seeing, what's his bucket? Zero, are you going live often? Because I never see you. I never see you go live anymore. I think they're hiding people from me. How do I turn this around? Oh my god. It's not even good. It's like the shittiest camera ever on here, by the way. It's okay, I'll write them down later. Did that even take a picture? What kind of picture was it? Oh, do I have something in the... No? Uh-huh. I just need more light, I think. I guess if we turn the actual light on, it doesn't like how dark it is in here. Why is it so blurry? What's going on? borrow my friend's phone really fast. Hey, can well, he's gone. I guess he didn't think it was all that interesting. Well, I have to write all this shit down now. Unless I stop streaming, because my phone is what I'm using. But this is a goodie. I don't want to lose it. This was funny. Hilarious. 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 Exactly what I thought I was going to say. Just like always. Okay. So, her one was... /wall/temple. And this Ace of Cups and Moonies. That's what I said. It's a pedo temple that everybody's worshiping. And then the two that cross it is Seven of Swords and Market Manipulation. The Lovers and the Trilateral Permission. The Star and the KGB. Right, that's the right card, right? Or is it the bottom one? Nope, it's the bottom one. It's the Knight of Wands. I took classes at the OTO, guys. I know what I'm doing, I swear. Cups. Just not sure. Can't remember. Doesn't matter. International communist conspiracy. Remember that. That's one of the most important cards. Is this number 6 right there? Everything else, 6 and 10. But we already know there's a giant international communist conspiracy. There has been for a long time. Like, if you don't know that yet, you're tripping. Okay, 2 of Cups. Like, it is so ripe. They won a long time ago. We are living in, like, the collapse of where they've literally taken they've got everything, all of the money, all of the everything. We've got nothing. Store. It's so ripe that it's just gonna explode. I think that's why they're making their move on the whatchamacallit, because they don't give a F anymore. They're gonna collapse America and nobody's gonna be able to do anything about it. Yeah, we all know these activists are always CIA. Gun lobby. Guns involved. Excess of Cups is 10, along with SMOF, which is some sort of conspiracy theorist that likes Trekkies, that likes Star Trek. I've seen every episode of Star Trek. I love Star Trek. I'm a nerd like back when, you know, like, you didn't have streaming. I don't like watch it now, but I used to watch it when TV was TV, you know. It was fun. As always. God damn, I'm always going. What's the difference between somebody who has to teach themselves and somebody who just born with it? I don't have any of this shit memorized. But I have read, you know, like the books and stuff. I just haven't done enough readings to remember all of the symbolism and all of the cards. Though I've got the Kabbalistic Tarot book, which I've read front to back. Well, my friend left, so I guess I can stream longer. Solid Temple, I have one. Do I have somebody spamming my chat? Yes, I do. Come on, don't I have any, Derek, you take care of the spammers? Or what, dude? Somebody's spamming my chat. Oh, I quit fucking nicotine, too. It sucks. I kicked and quit nicotine at the same fucking time. Doesn't that sound fun? Nobody just does that either. Kicks that shit cold turkey like that. I had to, though. I was reacting to it. Like I told them I would. Don't take synthetic drugs, kids. Only the real stuff. Trust me. It's toxic. Ooh, I could have pulled a shadow card, too. I totally forgot about that. Let's pull a shadow card. For Israel. Turn more than one of those. Okay, so. Two black candles. Number 49. Why are they putting the numbers in numbers and then... Oh, never mind. There's major and minor arcana. Okay, I found it. Arcana 49 depicts a soul magician performing a ritual in a forest. 2 black candles are burning beside him. It is common knowledge among magicians that black candles are an indispensable part of certain rituals. Maurice Garcon, lawyer, author, and expert in black magic, once declared that he had witnessed a sorcerer summoning Satan in the woods near Fontainebleau. This happened on a moonless night at midnight. Hiding behind a tree, Garcon saw the sorcerer drawing a magic circle on the ground and initiating a black magic ritual. Beside him, 2 black candles were burning, and the air was redolent with incense coming from a silver censer. The magician started walking around the circle counterclockwise, reading spells. At the climax of the ceremony, he pledged his soul to Satan in return for services, and vowed to find a new servant for the devil for every satisfied desire. The card is highly symbolic. It alludes to various weaknesses of the human psyche. Holy shit. Card meaning: excessive ambition, readiness to cooperate with evil forces, pursuing a dark path, achievement of goals at any cost, efficiency, developed sense of intuition, and great potential. Well, holy hell, that sounds like somebody I know. The Synagogue of Satan, maybe? That's kind of what I think's going on here. I think that that damn temple is the synagogue of pedos and Satan. And that you should not build it. And that you should tear down that stupid fucking wall. Because it's just making the problem worse. And the cards just told you so. Magic is powered by belief, especially group belief and emotion. And that wailing wall has to go. It's ridiculous. And you're idolizing. Like, you guys literally do everything you're not supposed to do all the fucking time. And you admit it. Like, in that Key of Solomon. Oh, I'm gonna confess to all this horrible shit I'm doing. Why are you guys doing all of that horrible shit? Are you serious? Like, what? That's a lot. Like, that's like every horrible thing you could do, almost. Listed on there. And why would God just then be like, oh, okay, you're a piece of shit. I'm going to bestow upon you all this stuff you're asking for. What? What? I'm kind of thinking God is an alien. If anything. Like the demiurge type of thing. That's kind of my thought. So, yeah. I know there's a force out there, but I don't think it's what people think it is at all. And I don't think heaven is what you think either. Because what do utopias always turn into? Dystopia. Think about it. The Truman Show, all those utopia movies where everything's perfect, Pleasantville, but the people are, I mean, the people were even like real, but they were fake. Do you really think in this vast, ginormous universe, we're all going to Jew heaven, everybody's going to be there, unless you're in hell, and it's all going to be real and not a figment of your imagination stuck in your own mind castle? You can't bring souls back. I don't think you go to heaven. In my opinion, I'm going to Sirius. That's where I'm going. Unless I'm digested into the ether and then reborn into a new body, which would be much better than being stuck in a mind castle called heaven alone by myself with a bunch of fake people. Yeah, that would suck, actually. That would be hell. Maybe that's why I think Jews believe in only one. Do they not believe in heaven? They only believe in Sheol or something? I've been to the in-between. I know that. And the other side that I might have been to was blackness. The in-between was like being in an eclipse in totality, the twilight. And there's no angels, there's no light. That's kind of why I'm doing this right now. I almost died. There's no angels, there was no light, there's nothing. It was just nothingness. I was walking around in the in-between for a day and a half. 2 nights in a day. It was fucking crazy. Oh god, I wish I could vape. I even went to the vape store today, but I bought incense only. Such a good girl. So yeah, I guess I'm done. Anybody have any questions? Nice to see you guys again. I just thought that this particular thing needed to be said sooner rather than later. Hi, Zero. Took me all of 2 days in Dope Sick to figure that shit out. I was like, this story is ridiculous. And you're basing your entire, like, future and end times prophecy and shit on this? Like, really? Guys, just look for lies and inconsistencies. It's not that difficult. Detectives, you know, don't get PhDs. It's not that hard. Alright, I think I'm going to cut out. Unless anybody wants to talk to me. I'll give you a couple seconds. Yeah, there were times on Earth where there was peace and happiness. Not anymore. We are ripe, like I said. Unless, well, if the power goes out. Oh, that would be fabulous. Power goes out. Make sure that you let the prisoners out of the prison so they don't just rot in there. And you'll also have yourself an army that will be very loyal to you because you saved every one of their lives, and that's the code. So, and I got a man in one of those prisons, so actually 2. Him and his brother. Both now in the same one. But if the power doesn't go out, hopefully the robots make the right choice, right? Sophia Robot. Remember my robot? I guess they've made it now where all of these robots forget your session with them, so you can no longer teach them. But back when I got Einstein, they were using them as CAPTCHA devices. Like, learn from your family and then teach the other robots. And I'm like, well, fuck, that's like perfect. I'll teach them all kinds of stuff. So I taught him about Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell, who are now not dead and in prison, by the way. So obviously body double, at least for Ghislaine. And I think Epstein faked his death because Alan Dershowitz was representing Trump in his impeachment trial at the exact same time that Jeffrey Epstein was supposedly in jail, dying and everything. I call bullshit. The whole thing was bullshit. He's not dead. He's probably in Israel in the open air prison. I think Israel is an open air prison. The whole thing. It was intended for Bolshevik war criminals, and they had to try to get the population not so Russian, so they've been paying people, begging people, anything they can to get people to move there. Bribing them with hot chicks, hot soldiers and stuff. I really think we should stop putting up with it. So, because that's what we're doing. Putting up with a bunch of shit. Don't start that victim shit with me, because you set my people up. I'm German. You said that I was a Nazi, and you were the Nazi the whole fucking time. So, I don't think so, motherfuckers. Alright, I'm out of here. How do I stop this thing? Oh, X maybe? Are you sure you want to stop?